Hey y'all. Well, I've got a few things to talk about tonight. Some of the things are completely frivolous, and some of them are rather serious. One of which is something that I'm rather ashamed of myself for doing to someone. I was a bit of an asshole. I've got my oncologist's appointment tomorrow. Not particularly looking forward to that, but then again, I'm ready to get it over with. So I've been working on a project that I started a couple of years ago, and I get it out and we'll work on it like crazy for a couple of weeks, and then I get really bored with it and put it away. It is going to be a yo-yo quilt. For those of you that don't know what a yo-yo quilt is, I'll show you. And this is a yo-yo. And eventually you have hundreds and hundreds of these yo-yos, and you sew them together. And I need an extra hand to fully demonstrate. But you sew them together, and all together they make this yo-yo quilt. And I've always liked them. I think they're kind of fun. I figured for the one I'm going to make, it's going to take about 1,200 of these little yo-yos. I've maybe got half that right now. Maybe. Big maybe. But the thing about it is one day, when I was so far into the project there was no going back, I realized one day that what they look like is little assholes. Speaking of assholes, I'm not the only asshole in this video. They look like little bungholes. And I thought my bed is going to be covered with a quilt made of little calico bungholes. Glamorous. So, I can't get that out of my mind now. It was humorous at the time, but now I cannot stop thinking about it. Little product placement. Ooh. So, today, in the mail, I got a little gift. And it's odd that it would come to me, that the cosmos would drop this little gift in my lap after my talking about when I was ill, people giving me wonderful gifts and how healing it was. And I got this in the mail today from a book club that I belong to. It's kind of a new age, spiritualist kind of a book club. I got this box in the mail, and it's a deck of something called healing cards. These beautiful cards with lovely artwork on them. But they say, I guess you're supposed to go through, I haven't read the little booklet yet, but probably supposed to go through and take one card each day and read it. It says, before you can heal others, first you have to heal yourself. And then on the back it elaborates a little bit. It says, today be mindful of how often you judge others. And recognizing why you see others in a negative light, you discover the fears that you need to heal in yourself. That's so true. The artwork is really so pretty. This one says, don't ask to understand the secrets of the universe, but simply to know what this moment means. And it says on the back, it's easy to get lost in endless speculation. So today, release the need to know why things happen as they do. Instead, ask for the insight to recognize what you're meant to learn. So, yeah. It's like a $15 value. I don't know why they sent me a gift. Maybe because it's getting close to my birthday. I'm not going to question it too much. So, okay. Now for the part where I talk about what a heel I am. I am a heel because a net friend who happens to live about 20 miles from me, maybe not even that far now, he's moved. He has been asking me out for ages, and I've consistently turned him down. He's about 27, which is not too young for me. I've dated men a lot younger than that. but he still seems very frat boyish. Like, you know, he lives with roommates and he talks about wanting me to come over and party, which right there, if somebody uses that word, I kind of, come over and party, which pretty much means drinking beer, just kind of getting stoned. And to me, that's not really a good time. I mean, it's okay for once in a while, but that's not my idea of really spending quality time with someone. And I don't think he and I have much of anything in common. And I've been in so many dating relationships with men that I had pretty much nothing in common with. And I just feel lonely. I just end up feeling very, very lonely. And it's pointless. And it's a waste of both of our time. You know, the fact is, if I met somebody that I had just great chemistry with and a lot in common, and we could sit and we could talk for hours and find each other fascinating, I'd jump into it in a second. But I'm just not meeting men like that. It's rare that I ever meet anybody that I feel like I really click with. I told him I was not in a position to go into a relationship. And he says, well, that's fine. Let's just hang out. I just really, really, really want to hang out with you. Come on. So I said, well, okay, maybe we can go to the movies. I need a movie buddy. So he said, okay, great. Sounds good. He hadn't really IM'd me in a couple of weeks, and I very much wondered what was up. So today, this afternoon, he sends me an instant message. And he says, hey, I really need to talk to you bad. I've got something I really need to talk to you about. So I said, okay, well, what is it? And he says, well, I don't have time right now. I've got to go run some errands, got to go do something or another, but I'll get back to you. Will you be on later? And I said, well, yeah, if you need to talk to me, you know. I sat here for about an hour and a half doing other stuff on the computer, working on my asshole quilt and watching a movie, and he didn't come back. And so I sent him a message saying, it is 10:30 at night. I've been waiting on you all day. This is ridiculous. If you got something so serious going on, you need to get back to this computer and let me know, basically. And he, like that, he started typing to me. He said, I'm sorry, I've had a lot of bad shit going on recently in my life. And I thought, right, what? The Razorbacks lost a game and you're upset? And I have a bad habit of just thinking that my problems are worse than anyone else's, and that anything that's upsetting someone else is petty when I'm having something upsetting going on with me. It's horrible. It's a very, very bad trait. Sometimes I don't catch myself quickly enough to stop myself from doing it. It's crappy. And I said, oh, right, well, I've got a cancer scare going on, so top that. And he said, my mom died last Monday. Does that top it? I shrunk down about that big. As you can imagine. I felt like such an asshole quilt. So he's gone through her death and the funeral and all of that over the last week. And he said he was just really lonely and sad and just needing somebody. And I hope to report back to you sometime tomorrow evening after I've gotten back from my doctor. So keep your fingers crossed for me. I love you guys. I appreciate you.